Happy New Year! Welcome back, friends, to day number 7 of Scotchmas.
Yes, and start off 2021, we're trying a 21-year-old Glenfarclas.
Starting it off right.
This is one of Sherry's absolute favorites.
I get a little giddy about.
So opened in 1865 by John Grant. It is now run by 5th and 6th generation Grants. Which, surprisingly, no relation to the William Grant and Sons of Glenfiddich and Balvenie.
That's what it made me think of initially. But...
Speyside, it's run by Grants, but different Grants. They do nearly all Oloroso sherry cask finishing there. And it's Gaelic for Valley of the Green Grassland. That says maturation.
Oh, trying to decode his handwriting. That is why he...
Someday I'll learn how to write
myself.
words. Not today, though. Maybe it's my New Year's resolution.
It's okay. I like just listening.
Oh man, you can just smell the sherry already. This is
Good stuff.
and not that sherry, the Oloroso sherry.
But also this sherry.
Right. Now we got sherry going on. Sherry.
Every time. Works as a perfume. This stuff's so good. Don't waste it.
I can smell it from here, but when you're ready, we'll give it a real smell.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. I was just gonna dive right in.
It's taken a couple of years, but the sherry finish, the sherry aging is really growing on me.
This one's like a lighter sherry smell. I don't get that like deep richness. I mean, there's still some richness to it, but I don't get the depth of the real raisin, dried cherries, really heaviness of the sherry. It's more of like there's a lightness in this, but still getting the sherry notes.
I think that there's definitely a difference between finishing in a sherry and full-on aging in sherry. It mellows over time, or finishing, it's just a year or so in the cask, where this spent 21 years soaking in that same cask.
Right.
And
I feel like, so my 3 notes from this are that it's the sherry, the lighter sherry, the kind of a buttery smell, and citrus. I'm still trying to pinpoint which citrus scent though it is.
I want to say a buttery raisin pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Just a light hint of it.
That's the fun thing about Scotch. Everybody's palates and noses are just a touch different. I'm getting citrus still, but I can't quite tell. Can we dive in for a taste?
I think so.
Not even a cheers.
It's about Dram time.
About Dram time.
Okay, there's some of that raisiny that we were missing on the nose, but that's weird.
What's weird about it?
It's like a light springtime freshness to it that doesn't make much sense.
I feel like it's very different on the palate than it is on the nose.
Yeah.
And I'll get that with scotches, different scotches sometimes, where the nose just doesn't match up at all with what the taste is. Not in a bad way, it's just very different. So I felt like I got the buttery, sherry, citrus on the nose, but then on the taste,
almost metallic.
it's hard for me on this one to pinpoint some specific flavors right off the bat. It's very smooth at first.
It really is.
It's like there's a heaviness, like a viscosity to it. Like it
coats the tongue really well.
So this is the one we tried. We stayed in a hotel called the Angel Share Hotel, and across the street they had this
Whiskey bar.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what it was called. Uskabe?
I think so.
Yeah. Gallic word, of course. Doesn't look anything like how it's pronounced, and I butcher it every time.
Yeah.
But either way, we got to sit in this quaint little, like, it was on the ground level, and you have your own little table, and it was just, it felt like we had the place to ourselves. It was just very, I don't know, it was a magical place to be.
There's a certain level of trust that goes with a fancy whiskey bar, because they brought us the bottles to look at.
Yeah, that was wild.
So
I could not believe that.
They gave us our pour, and then they just set the bottle for us to inspect.
there.
We're like,
I dressed
you're just gonna walk away from?
Take another pour. But yeah.
I wanna visit next time we're in Speyside.
Yes, I do too. This now, after I've had a taste, have a little bit on the palate. Now I'm getting some more of the buttery, I can't tell if it's butterscotch or caramel. I mean, those are so close, but getting that kind of notes to it. Like that's the heaviness, like a real heavy buttery cream kind of flavor to it.
Almost some
Yeah.
like a muffin.
Like a muffin, do tell.
Just the bready, buttery, slightly sweet of a fruit. Muffiny. It's muffiny.
Like a spiced muffin, maybe?
Could be.
I'm getting the spice now, like there's a little hints of cinnamon to me.
You've done a good cinnamon brown sugar crumble on a muffin. Coffee cake-ish? Coffee cake?
Yes.
Is that closer?
That's where you're going. 'Cause
Okay.
The spice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the butter. I'm not getting chocolate. I don't know what they're
No,
talking
I was
about
just
with
noticing that. Yeah, so on the finish they say getting a chocolate feel. I'm not really catching that.
I am getting an amazing dram, though.
Good way to start off the new year.
Yes.
This was one I've been waiting for. Waiting for an excuse to purchase. So every time we see it in there, I'm like, Glenfarclas 21.
Per tradition, we kick off the new year with one aged that year. So we keep giving the year 2000 more and more business.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what every single Scotchmas has been from.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
True. You know, it's something that 2020 has taught us is to slow down, to sit, to slow down. And so that's something I do want to bring in with me into the new year. Is just, not...
A little more mindfulness.
Yeah.
In what we do with our days.
Not rushing through. I mean, there's an element of rush that we've had, rushing through things, of course, in 2020. But then, also paired with just teaching us to slow down a bit and to just enjoy. And so I want to take that into 2021. I feel like this is a perfect one to sit and do that with.
Agreed.
Yeah. So enjoy your glass of Glenfarclas 21. Hope you enjoyed as much as we do. And blessings in this new year.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.